Introduction. Operating systems can incredibly simple and easy to use user level at the same time with the most intricate and complex piece of software. Microsoft Windows, like many other operating systems, is also divided into three sections. First one, user or application level, kernel level and hardware level. It's similar to the Unix based system, but it is note the Microsoft Windows is not a Unix based operating system. Windows stopped using the 8-bit legacy code after the releasing of Windows XP in October 2001. The original CMP process from the 90s, Microsoft Windows, now the house of the Windows NT, is also known as the OS2 in its code. Although previous versions of the Windows were based on MS-DOS, it's now with mixtures of the MS-DOS and the NT features. This helped to provide us a much better code, which in terms give more efficiency and long-term usability for Microsoft perspective. The operating system is layer between the computer and hardware and the end user using the computer. Anything done on the computer is simple as just moving the mouse pointer from one location to another. Required attention of the operating system to explain in better way. Consider this example. The user is accessing the computer during the session. The user clicks and opens some program installed on his machine. Maybe the browser or something heavy which will consume little resource from the function properly. The browser before opening the just an application stored in the computer. When the user's signal to open the application, it's become a program. It's important to know the difference between the program and process before understanding them at the deeper level of the abstraction and to its kernel level in operating system. A program is a statistic sequence of instructions wherever the process is containers of the set of resources used when executing the instance of program. When the operating system is instructed to open the program is converted into the process, and the browser is now pushing into the process of CPU scheduling according to definition. CPU scheduling is a process that allows one process to use the CPU while the execution of another process is on hold. CPU scheduling aims to make the system efficient, fast and fair. There are the different CPU scheduling algorithms like FCFS, first come first serve, SJF, starters job first, round robin, etc. Now the browser program is converted into the process is officially handed over by the kernel by the user space. What is kernel does in none of the business user space. It is only concerned what the kernel returns, what the next program is for adding it to queue. The kernel then checks the requirement demanded by the process and allowed them for the execution if they are availability. If not, the process goes to the next task. If possible, otherwise is go into the waiting stage until the resources are available. The following figures show process state life cycle. It contains a different stage so that which process can go inside the kernel. New, ready, waiting, running, terminal. On a side note, a visible example of the high graphics games played on low specification computers, since the requirement of the game processor high, most of the time they are not available to be allotted, so they are wait for the few milliseconds, and during this time If the next frames are not loaded, the user experiences a delay in the display. That is also called as lag. Once the resources are available, the process resumes execution until it is complete. The cycle continues according to the requirement to the user and the program intention. Then it is also taken into the earliest time virus and or other malwares producing program. We also treated as the other process, and verification of authenticity was done once they enter the CPU. Now the overall life of the process inside the general operating system is clear. It will be easier to understand how the Microsoft Windows operating system handle this. Component of the process and thread in Windows. First point, private virtual space address, PSVA, set of the virtual memory address that the process can use. Executable subprocess define initial code data and is mapping to process PSVA. Third point, the list of open handles used to map various resources such as semaphores, synchronization, objects, files add more than one thread in the process. Number 4, security context, access token that define the user security groups, privileges, attributes, claims, user account control, UAC, virtualization, state, session, etc. 5, process ID, PID, unique identifier which is internally part of the client ID. Number 6, list of the thread of execution. Every process is divided into sub-process which are assigned some task to complete. The sub-process is known as a thread. Every process would have at least one thread. Task Manager. For this method, it is essential to have Windows version 8, 8.1 or 10 installed on your machine. Inside a Task Manager, click one or more details and navigate to Detail tab. Most of the information which our regular user will need, such as a name, PID, status, access privilege, CPU codes, memory used real times, and basic description of what the process does. If the given there, from it's possible to get the process ID of any application as the name of the application is given under name tab. To get the system process name, the second method is more appropriate as this method is optional for GUI usage, and the next method is appropriate for command line interface usage. Second one, command prompt. In this method, application to all Windows version above Vista in the machine open command prompt CMD with admin's privileges. If the system is not inside current user folder, then navigate to then the type task list command in the CMD. Depending on the system, it may be quick or take time to gather the information again. Information such as name called, image name, PID, sessions name. Mostly console or service. Session ID 0, 1, 2, etc. depending upon the session name. Memory usage of the instance at the which a command prompt tracked that the particular process is given. In the recent versions of the Windows 10 after 2019, Microsoft have provided an additional option to see many more details each and every process. In any Windows 10 versions, build 90,559 and above, go to Detail tab and right click on any of the column to click on select column option. That the one can find the currently selected columns and other unselected ones which can now enabled. Some of the unselected column by default are CPU time. CPU time is time spent in CPU. Peak work set memory, maximum memory used during CPU time. Commit size, amount of memory space reserved by the OS for the process. Package memory, amount of packageable kernel memory allocated by the kernel or drivers on a behalf of the process. Read writers, just mention the number, not the source or the disk drive, its right written form.